I have a new guest today. Her name is Miss Rand,
Hello.
and I found her on Instagram to say directly I loved her work, what she does. I'm not married yet, but I love the work that she's doing, designing for that special day is special. So before we continue, maybe you could introduce yourself.
My name is Rand. I'm from the UK. I design and make wedding dresses, more in particular extravagant ball gowns.
Okay, perfect. The questions are the same for everybody.
Yep.
These are 11 questions.
Okay.
Two questions differ. The first and ultimate question, how was your childhood?
Um, it was great. I can't say it was the greatest, obviously, because I'm originally from Syria, so I came straight from a war zone.
Oh,
I've seen it all. I've experienced it all. Yeah, it wasn't traumatic like what I've been through. Obviously, when I was younger, like my parents and stuff, they've did everything for us. It was amazing childhood until whatever happened started happening, obviously in Syria. I originally left Syria in 2015, and I came here, but before that, we were in the city that I was in at least, we were surrounded by, I'd say, a lockdown. Just keep it civil. Just keep it non very political.
wow,
Um,
your British accent's so good. I thought you were real. Oh my God.
Thank you. I actually learned English from scratch in here.
Wow,
Uh,
wow.
I was that geek student that asked for extra homework just so I could
Okay.
things out. But yeah, so um, obviously, like during my childhood, we went through the war zone. We were in lockdown, no food, no electricity. And obviously I was much younger than that. I'm talking like 20, what, 12, 2013, 2014. 2014, I think we managed to leave our city, and then we just stayed a year, and then we left to, obviously we came here to the UK. But during those 2, 3 years, there's so much happened.
Hmm.
Um, that I almost lost my life. Um, our building got bombed, and I was pulled out of the rubble. And since then, I didn't look back. That's it. But it didn't change me to the worst. But I think it just made me definitely 10 times and much stronger, because I took the initiative of, I either make it affect my life, depress me for eternity, and just lose myself, or I can just pull my socks up and move on. And that's
Okay,
exactly,
that's interesting. You're becoming more resilient. I think you're
yes.
more resilient than, yeah, I do
Yeah.
understand that. Next question. How's the
Mhm.
relationship with your parents?
Oh, it was great. It was absolutely great. My both parents are doctors. They were not
Wow.
present most of the times,
Hmm.
but they were present. They've never. How can I say that? English is not helping now.
I'm not,
um,
I'm from Germany, so
yeah, but I've never experienced any shortage of love, affection. Financially, we were amazing. But yeah, relationship now obviously is much stronger because I'm a mom, so I can relate a lot to my parents. And it's shocking that how much they were right about a lot of things.
Hmm.
That's it. But yeah,
Right, about things about raising a child or
world, about adulthood, about the safety of like the whole world around us, not to trust everybody, not to be an open book to everybody.
hmm.
Um, yeah, and just be friends with the people who you genuinely feel good about them, rather than just friends for the sake of being friends.
I do understand that.
Yeah.
Beautiful. How's the relationship with money?
Like I said, before the war, it was amazing. It was great. My both parents, like I said, they were doctors. They had their own clinics. They had their own clientele, and they were very known in the city. After the war, we've lost both of the clinics. My dad lost. He had a warehouse of medicine because he was a doctor. and he had contracts with pharmacists and all of that. Obviously, all of that is lost. We had a villa. It was still in construction site. So obviously, when we've lost everything and we've lost our house after I got bombed in there, we stayed in the villa that was pretty much just on the bricks. No windows, no doors, nothing. We didn't have any clothes, nothing to sleep on. And then from this day on, that's where we experienced the struggle financially. Even when we left the city and we went to the capital, same pretty much thing, because obviously my parents didn't have their clinics. They had to be just to find, like, I wouldn't say regular jobs, but they had the what do you call it? They started working as GPs, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah, they started working as a GP, and in Syria, at least like during the war, a GP was not really that well paid. When we came to the UK, the currency difference, the price difference, and we were purely counting on whatever we're getting from our savings. My dad, because when we came here, my dad came on a work visa because he was contracted to work as a professor for medicine in Leicester City University.
Wow, cool.
Yeah,
I'm
but
always so excited about these things, about education. Wow.
it's amazing in theory, but obviously when we had the final call, we were on visa and we were planning on going back. Or extending one if my dad's contract would extend. But obviously we got a call from Syria. They said everything on the floor, everything on the ground, gone. So parents said, well, we can't go back. If we go back, where are we going back? We're in Europe here. We just have to do something. So we applied for asylum seekers. And that's basically when you request a refugee status and all of that jazz. But because of this, my dad lost his contract. Losing that contract, lost pretty much everything.
Okay, that's so sad. Next question. What are you afraid of?
Failure. I hate failure. I hate it so much. Maybe because, I don't know, there was like high expectations in the family, like because my parents, my sisters, even their husbands are like quite high in terms of like degree and jobs and stuff. So maybe I felt that. And because I came from a big family, there's always, I wouldn't say that there was no competition between me and my sisters. I've got 5 sisters.
Wow.
So there was no competition because we're all in a different age gap. Like each one has her own life and stuff. But I think because of what I've been through and because of what I came from, and we kept losing and losing and losing, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I know it was a test. It was a test for patience. So I don't want to lose again, especially that now I've started a business from scratch. It's my pure passion that I didn't even know I had. It's weird. The whole business just started out of coincidence, but I don't want to fail.
If you were not afraid of anything, what would you do?
Oh my. If I'm not afraid of anything, I think I'd be more confident, more direct. Probably my personality will be a bit stronger. Yeah, I guess so.
You said that the becoming a designer was a coincidence.
Yes.
How did you come to that job, to that idea?
So beforehand, I used to work as I forget what I used to work. I worked in pretty much every single field just so I can get the family moving. I got engaged, and as an Arab, I love big dresses, big ball gowns. It's basically our traditional outfit. It's a norm. That's what we like to wear. However, in the UK, that's not the case. That's not the market, and the market here doesn't cater for this. I didn't think of it as a business idea. I just thought about, oh, I need a dress for myself. I know how to sew. How hard can it be? That's how it started. I made my own wedding dress just for fun, just as a trial, and it worked out. in my head, the worst case scenario would be just leaving whatever I'm doing and then just go buy something from any shop. I wasn't really that bothered up about it. But when that dress came to reality and I wore it, everyone loved it, everyone was amazed by it. Well, I thought, well, there might be a market for it. And the business started out of a complete risk because I thought I knew the market, but I didn't know the market. Do you know what I mean? And obviously all the friends and the family around me, they say, well, who are you trying to get? The English brides, they want their simple sheath dresses, the mermaids and all of that. And obviously you've got the Asian market, they would stick to their traditional outfits. And the Arab or the Middle Eastern market in the UK, it's very small. But when I started, it was just a complete shock that I actually don't get much Arabs, but I get a lot of Asian clients.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of Asians live in the UK
Yeah.
compared to Germany.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
You guys have a lot
it's
of stuff.
Yeah, I was born and raised up in Germany, but
Yeah.
I think I always thought that the market in the UK is always booming, and so many things are in the UK regarding business, entrepreneurship, and I always felt the lack here in Germany, but we always do. We do
Yeah.
have things, but I always like somehow positively envied or envied is it called in English, UK people. But this is another word I think. Um, Very, very interesting. The second question regarding your job is, do you work alone or is it a family business?
It's a partner business, so it's me and my
Hmm.
husband. It's that.
Okay.
So I am the hands-on. He's the investor.
Okay. Okay, that's
Oh,
beautiful.
he always helped me with like marketing, business side of things. The I'd say the boring stuff, like paperwork,
Yeah.
accounts,
Hmm.
English sometimes. Helped me to find a solution to a problem. Yeah.
Okay, that's beautiful. So the direct questions are coming back.
Mhm.
If money is guaranteed for life, for you
Yeah.
and your family
Mm.
and your generation after you, but the condition is you have to choose a job, what would it be?
This job. I would not change what I'm doing.
Miss Rand in one word.
Fighter.
If you have your own heart in your hands, what
Mhm.
would you advise it?
Um, it's not so much my heart, it's my brain. My heart, I'd say just to keep doing what you're doing, follow what you like, follow what you love, and don't listen to your brain. Because I'm a really bad overthinker, so that's probably one of my negatives. That I'm a really, really bad overthinker.
What's the best moment in your life?
When I got married,
Any
that was
regret?
no, 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 not at all. Probably in like wedding, like wedding organizing stuff, but as an actual moment, no, I'd never regret it. And if I'm still shocked how I even landed him. So, definitely no regrets.
What makes you you?
What makes me me? It's everything that I've been through. Everything that I've been through, everything that I want to be, and that undivided vision that I have that I really want to get to.
Hmm. We're done.
Hmm? How
That
was
was
it?
beautiful. That was beautiful. Quick and beautiful, precise. Everything in one, yeah, in a few minutes.
Yeah.
So before we end, maybe you could say something. If not, then we're done.
To be honest, I don't know what to say. I'm not sort of a person that can be put on the spot. It's weird. Um, I don't know. I think for all the girls that came from a really hard background or an immigrated family, don't let others put you down, regardless of what you're doing. If they talk you out of your business, it means, or out of any idea that you have, that means that idea is working, and they're just afraid of it, afraid of you successing, afraid of you accelerating the way you want to be. And if God has put something in your brain that means because it is gonna happen. It's just you have to
That's
take your
true.
time going
That's
through it,
true. Yeah.
and you have to be patient. And if you are stressed, don't be stressed. That's the best thing I always get from my husband. Every time I'm stressed or overthinking, he's like, yeah, just don't stress. That helped.
Beautiful.
Men. Yeah.
Thank you, Masrand.